So this section is about finding area of regular polygons. The last two sections we talked about finding circumference of circles, finding arc lengths, then finding area of circles, and finding pieces of the pie, right? So like angle measures of that circle. Today we're going to be talking about a polygon, regular polygons. What makes a polygon regular? Let's start there. Yep, all sides and angles are equal. And it would help if that was being projected. What do I want to share here? Yep. There we go. Okay, so what you see here is a regular polygon with a circle around it, right? So center of a regular polygon, the center of a regular polygon is the center of the regular polygon circumscribed circle. So we have an inscribed circle and we have a circumscribed circle. Inscribed circle would be a circle that's on the inside of the polygon. Circumscribed would be around the outside. So your center is actually the center of that circle. So if I were to go from a place on the side of the circle to the center, what is that called? Radius.
Hello?
Yeah.
You want to call me back at 4009?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
The radius of a regular polygon. So the radius is the blank of the polygon circumscribed circle. It is the radius of the circumscribed circle. So the radius of the polygon is also the radius of the circumscribed circle. So it's the same thing. So these two things are the same. Does that make sense? And then what we have this thing called an apothem, okay? So the apothem is the perpendicular distance from the polygon's center to any side of the polygon. So if I'm going perpendicularly to a side of the polygon, where is that always going to hit on that side? In the middle. So that will always be equal to that. And again, we're talking about regular polygons. So all the sides of the polygon are always equal anyways, right? So this will be equal to this, which is equal to this, 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 this. So if I draw an apothem, it's going to split it in half, and all those little pieces are also going to be equal to one another. Yes, sir?
So with a regular polygon, wouldn't this always be the shortest distance from the center to the edge of the polygon?
Wouldn't it? Yes, because at the 90-degree angle, it would make it the shortest distance. Yes. Okay, then what we have is a central angle. So we talked about central angles with circles, right? It's the angle that goes from the center of the circle to the sides of the circle, the radius, correct? Okay. So we have central angles of regular polygons also. So it's the angle formed by two polygons' radii drawn to the inscribed vertices. Okay. What's going to be true? Let's say I drew all of these central angles in. What's going to be true about all those central angles? They're all equal. Why are they all equal in this sense, or in this case? Because it's a regular polygon. Okay? So let's say I wanted to find the angle measure of this central angle. How would I do that? Yep. Nope. Yes and no. You went a step too far. All you have to do is the 360 degrees all the way around, like you said, divided by the number of central angles, which is the same thing as the number of sides. And then you're done. That gives you 1. Now, if you wanted more than 1, you would multiply by how many you wanted, right? So what's a 6-sided figure regular polygon called? Who knows? Hexagon. So if I give you a hexagon, that we know that that's how many sides? 6. So how many central angles would it have? So I do 360 divided by 6. That would give me this 1. How many degrees is that 1? 60. Okay. This is 60 degrees, right? Let's say I drew the apothem. How many degrees is now up there? 30. Oh, what kind of triangle? Because this is a right angle, right? That's a right angle because by definition of an apothem, it hits the side at a 90-degree angle. What kind of triangle did we just make? A right triangle, but more specific. 30, 60, 90. Are you able to find missing side lengths and angle measures on a 30, 60, 90 triangle? Do you think they're going to expect you to remember those and do that in this unit? Yes. Also, if it's a 30, 60, 90 or a 45, 45, 90 triangle, right? We know those special things. But what else could we use if it's not those specific, those two special triangles? What other things have we learned to use to find missing side lengths or missing angles? SOHCAHTOA. And do you think you're going to be expected to do that in this unit also? Yes. Okay. Go ahead and do number 1, A, B, C, and try number 2 also. So do 1 and 2 for me, please. Name the measure of the central angle for each of the regular polygons below. So a pentagon has how many sides? 5. So how do I do this guy? And what'd you get? Okay. Someone knew, how many sides does a hexagon have? So 360 divided by 6, which gives me how many degrees? Okay. A 20gon has how many sides? 20. So I do 360 divided by 20, which equals what? Good. 18 degrees. Number 2, given the regular octagon, find the measures below. Were you guys able to do this? Okay. So G to J to H. So that's that big angle in here, and it's an octagon. So that one would do 360 divided by 8. And what'd you guys get? Did you say 45? Good. Now I want just G to J to K. I want just this guy. So that would be half of it, right? So how many degrees is that? Awesome. Now I want K to G to J. So you're wanting this guy in here. So this is a right triangle with how many degrees are in a right triangle? 180 minus this 90 leaves me with 90, but minus the 22.5 leaves me with how much? Good. And then last, they want me to find E to J to H, E to J to H. How many central angles is that? 3. So if I know 1 is 45, multiply that by 3 to get my 3 central angles, which is how many degrees? Good job, guys. Any questions on any of that? All right, next page. Go ahead and try number 3 on your own real quick, top of this page. Another hexagon. A hexagon has how many sides? Has a diameter of 22 inches. So I just drew a picture, diameter of 22 inches. So what would the radius be? 11. How many degrees are up in here? Up in here. 60. Sorry. What's the length of the apothem? Okay, so the apothem is going to be drawn like this. I'm going to take that triangle out and label what I know of that triangle. How long is this piece? What? 11. I know that this angle up here is how many degrees? So this is a 30, 60, 90 triangle. So could I use SOHCAHTOA on this? Yes. Could I use our special right triangles on this? Yes, because I want to find this guy right there, right? The apothem. So I'm just going to use my 30, 60, 90. Let's see how much of that you guys remember. If I go from hypotenuse, which is the long side, to the small side, what do I do? So what's my small side? 5.5. And then how do I go from the small to the medium? Multiply by the square root of 3. So the answer would be 5.5 square roots of 3. Or if we turn that into a decimal, no. There. I get 9.53. And if you use SOHCAHTOA on that, you should get right around 9.53 also. Maybe a decimal place or 2 different, but it should give you that same answer. Any questions on that, guys? Okay, here we go. Finding area of a regular polygon. Here is the formula. So someone remind me, what is the area of a circle? Pi r squared. Pi r squared for area of the circle. 2 pi r would be for the, there we go. Okay, so here is how we find area of this guy. It is A times P divided by 2. But we need to know what A and P represent. Who knows what A would represent? Apothem. Anybody know what P would represent? Yeah, it is perimeter. So apothem times perimeter divided by 2. Okay? I want for you to try number 4A and 4B on your own. You're going to have to do a lot of math in order to get the apothem and or perimeter on these first, okay? So try that. Okay, find the perimeter. So 4A, find the perimeter and area of the regular polygons below. Okay, so what did you guys have to do first? Found this apothem and found the what? The what? Perimeter. Okay, so this is a 6-sided figure. So how many degrees are in its central angle? 60. So how many degrees are right here? 30. I need to know that in order to find this little piece and to find this apothem, right? It's a 30, 60, 90, so I can use my special right triangle. So if my long side is 8, what's my short side? 4. What's the apothem then? Okay, so now we found the apothem, which I need to know. So that is 4 square roots of 3. But I need to know the perimeter. Well, if this is 4, what's this guy right here? The whole thing, that would be 4 also. So yes, the whole thing is 8. So this is 8 all the way around. So we have 6 sides at 8 each. How long is that? So now I have everything I need to know for the formula to plug it in. So I do 4 square roots of 3 times 48 divided by 2. What'd you guys get on that? Oh, crap. What? 2.8. Awesome. Any questions on that? Okay. Now B. They've given me 20, so that means that all these sides are 20 because these are regular. They won't give you a non-regular one. So what is the perimeter on this? What? Oh, 100. I thought you said 400. I was like, what? Okay, so I'm going to draw in my center. I'm going to draw in this angle. How many degrees are in that angle? 72. So half that angle would be half the side. What would this side length be? And I need my apothem, that guy right there, right? So if I know that this angle is 36, this side length is what? And this side length is what compared to that angle? What 2 letters? Opposite and adjacent. So which trig function am I going to use here? So I'm going to do tangent of 36 over 1 equals opposite, which is 10, over adjacent, which is x, correct? Any questions? Cross multiply, and I get x times the tangent of 36 equals 10. I'm going to divide by the tangent of 36. This cancels out. So 10 divided by the tangent of 36 is how much did you guys get? Or 13.8, or I just took it 1 decimal place longer, so 13.76. Multiply that. So now I have the apothem and I have the perimeter. Multiply those 2 and then divide by 2. And what do I get for an answer on that? Any decimals? Do you guys agree? Are you sure? Oh, yeah, divide by 2. That shouldn't give us a decimal, right? Is that what you guys got? Yes or no, guys? 13.76 times 100, enter, divided by 2. Oh, 626? Right? What am I doing then, guys? Oh, because I divide by 22 instead of 2. What did you get?
688.
No decimal. Okay, thank you. All right. Perfecto. Any questions? Okay, your homework today. This problem right here, and you are more than welcome to work with a partner. That's going to take you a little bit of time. Then in your supplemental, you guys have done pages 1 and 2. I need for you to do page 3 and 4